Hey, what's up guys, it's EruptionFang, and today I have some more Red vs. Blue news and information. So this news was completely unexpected. It was very impromptu from Torrian, who as you may know is the director of Season 18. So on June 6th, Torrian put out a video on Twitter talking about the Black Lives Matter movement currently going on, but also giving some brief updates about the current status of RvB.
So for RvB, RvB 0 is going strong. There's no word on any date or anything like that yet, but what I wanted to talk about for a minute is that the production, when it went into production about a few months ago.
So apparently production on the season began a few months ago, but still has yet to be given any official release date. So I would say don't expect anything within at least a month if I had to guess. But he also goes into how diverse he made sure to make the production.
And I made it my business to diversify the characters in the show. So in my opinion, I think this season of RvB and then just this production in general is one of the more diverse productions, animated productions that we've had in a while. You know, we have 3 black lead characters played by these people: Fiona, Noelle, and Christian Young. Obviously me as a black director and showrunner. We have a black storyboard artist, and we just have a bunch of other people that come from different backgrounds that have come together to try to make this season as entertaining and fun as we all want it to be. It is going to be a little different, but don't worry, it's going to be cool, it's going to be fun. So thank you guys once again. Stay tuned. We'll have a little bit more information about RvB 0 coming out in a more official capacity. I don't think Reese doesn't know that I'm making this video, so don't tell them, or tell them, I don't know. But yeah, so thank you guys for support. Again, stay tuned for more RvB 0 news, and I will catch you then. Thank you guys. See ya.
So a lot to unpackage actually. Let's first start with the main cast he essentially announced. So he did say that there were 3 leads, all of which were black, respectively voiced by Fiona Nova, Noelle Wiggins, and Christian Young. So this actually gives an answer as to who at least one of the characters we kept seeing was. And that's this blue and purple-ish soldier we've seen in both teaser trailers. And this is Fiona's character, who is a main character of the season. I assume it's going to work similarly to how the Reds and Blues dynamic was, in which that there's a group that collectively functions as the main cast. Perhaps some get more attention than others, but considering it seems like we may be dropping the number from 9 down to 3, perhaps there could be more time to properly allot screen time to everyone. Also, we know this is Fiona because now that we have an actor to place a voice to the character, if you know Fiona's voice, then you know this is in fact her. Now, in terms of Noelle or Christian's character, we haven't gotten a clean image of them. I imagine this soldier is one of them, but once again, it's a very hectic clip, we don't get to see his design. Also, something I think was thrown in as a little bit of a teaser was a Fast and Furious 7 image saying it's all about family. And I think that actually was a teaser about what the story is going to hold. I've never seen Fast and Furious 7, so disclosure there, I guess. But that could lead into the idea that the 3 main characters are all related, siblings who joined whatever war is going on, because, I mean, let's be real, it has to be a war. You don't have characters wearing Mjolnir armor casually as a fashion statement. Or perhaps they're not all blood related, but they're still ride or die family nonetheless type deal. As it stands right now, probably my biggest curiosity regarding this season is going to be its tone. What type of story is it going to go for? Because while I'm a sucker for a good dramatic arc filled with emotion and character development, with the main cast now announced, that's where part of my worry, for lack of a better term, comes in. You see, when I look at all 3 of them, I see Achievement Hunter, Director, Broadcast Department. You know, so they're not like, look at all my acting roles I have listed on my IMDb. So because they're not all quote-unquote experienced actors, the last thing I would want to see is a story or script from them demanding emotion that they may not be capable of delivering or portraying. Now don't get me wrong, Red vs. Blue has never been, oh my god, the acting is the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life, especially in the early seasons. But everyone sort of got away with their lack of acting ability due to the tone of the series. It was a comedy, it wasn't very serious, and the real-life chemistry everyone had was capable of bleeding onto the final product. As time went on, their acting got a bit better and some of the characters were allowed to have more emotional scenes and moments. But even still, you look at them and not everyone has had an emotional scene. And even in the more recent seasons, those demanding emotions were primarily handed to Wash and Carolina, who are more experienced actors. So that's just more of a worry that I feel right now because I haven't seen any of them act, and that's the biggest part. I mean, ideally, I'm rooting for the idea that they just nail it out of the park and deliver Oscar-worthy performances, but I have nothing to base it off of. I do think that they need to try something different, which they said that they were doing. But for me, in terms of, like, chemistry, I think the worst thing the new cast of characters can try to do is emulate the Reds and the Blues, because if they try to do that, it's only going to fail. It'll just remind people they're trying to be like the Reds and the Blues, these aren't the Reds and the Blues, I miss the Reds and the Blues, now I don't like these characters. I think the right direction for them to go would be a dynamic we haven't really gotten before, whether that be siblings who don't kill each other, or whatever. Point is, not trying to recreate the red and blue dynamic with characters who aren't the Reds and the Blues, which I would say was part of Season 15's mistake. Torrian did say that they were aiming for entertaining and fun, and in terms of action, I definitely believe that. The ability to think something is cool and portray that in fights, I trust Torrian 100% in that regard. I believe when it comes to the action, it'll definitely be fun, but in terms of the story, is it going to be a one-season arc? Are they intending to use these characters for multiple seasons? I'm just a curious boy. Torrian does seem genuinely excited, which I hope is always the case, but I am excited to see what the new season brings, how it affects the overall universe, and whatever else it can bring to the table. But we'll just have to wait till more details come out. So that was the impromptu news and update video coming out about Red vs. Blue Zero. What are your thoughts? Are you excited? Are your expectations high or low? Any and all thoughts, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.